Why would a pregnant woman pray to the demon from The Exorcist? You know the face. If you've ever seen that movie, or even just the poster, you know this is the face of pure, unadulterated evil. It's the stuff nightmares are made of. But here is the part that history books usually gloss over because it doesn't make any sense to our modern brains. That statue, that terrifying demonic figure, in the ancient world, that was the most comforting thing a mother could see. If you walked into a nursery in ancient Assyria or Babylon around 700 BC, you wouldn't see teddy bears or soft pastels. You would see him. You'd see bronze heads of this monster hanging over the cribs. You'd see pregnant women wearing his face on necklaces resting right on their baby bumps. So, how does the villain of a horror movie end up being the hero of the nursery? To understand this, you have to understand the terrifying reality of the ancient world. See, we think of demons as things that need to be banished or exorcised. They are the bad guys, full stop. But the Mesopotamians, they were way more practical than we are. They understood a simple truth about violence that we sometimes forget. Sometimes, the only thing that can stop a monster is a bigger, badder monster. Let's look at Pazuzu. Really look at him. The ancient descriptions are incredibly specific. He has the head of a dog or a lion, bulging eyes that look like they're going to pop out of his skull, the wings of an eagle, the claws of a bird of prey, and the tail of a scorpion. He isn't a good god. He isn't a guardian angel. He is the king of the west wind. And in the desert, the west wind isn't a refreshing breeze. It brings locusts. It brings famine. It brings heat storms that can kill you in an hour. Pazuzu is a demon. He is dangerous. He is chaotic. He is literally the bringer of storms and drought. But he wasn't the one they were afraid of. See, in the dark corners of the Mesopotamian night, there was a shadow that every mother feared more than death itself. Her name was Lamashtu. We don't talk about Lamashtu enough, probably because she is genuinely disturbing. Unlike other demons who answered to the gods, Lamashtu was a renegade. The myths say she was thrown out of heaven because she developed a taste for, well, for babies. She was described as creeping into houses through the windows, slipping past the doors, specifically to attack pregnant women and steal newborns. She brought high fevers, she caused miscarriages, she brought crib death. She was the explanation for why a healthy baby might suddenly not wake up. Now imagine you are an ancient parent. You are terrified. You can't see germs. You don't understand SIDS. You just know there is a force out there trying to take your child. You pray to the nice gods, Marduk, Ishtar, but they are busy running the universe. They are high up in the sky. You need protection right here, right now, in the dirt. You need a bouncer. And you don't hire a bouncer because he's a nice guy who volunteers at the library. You hire a bouncer because he's tough enough to throw the troublemakers through a window. That is Pazuzu. The mythology is brilliant. The only thing Lamashtu is afraid of is him. They were rivals. So, by putting Pazuzu's face on your wall or wearing his amulet, you weren't worshipping him. You were putting a "Beware of dog" sign on your body. You were invoking his personal rivalry. You were basically saying, "Hey, Lamashtu, if you come in here, you have to deal with him." There is this incredible artifact called the Hell Plaque, or the Lamashtu Plaque. It's terrifying and beautiful. It shows Lamashtu holding snakes, standing on a donkey, nursing wild animals. She looks horrific. But peeking over the top of the wall, looking down at her, is the head of Pazuzu. He is literally driving her back to the underworld. He is the shield. It's such a weird contrast to how we see the world today. We like things to be black and white. Angels are good, demons are bad. But the ancients saw the world in shades of dangerous grey. They figured, if you have a demon problem, you need a demon solution. It's fighting fire with fire. Which brings us back to The Exorcist. When the filmmakers chose Pazuzu as the villain, they picked him because he looked scary. That's it.
They found a statue in northern Iraq, thought,
wow, that's creepy, and made him the devil. But it's ironically tragic. In the movie, the demon possesses a little girl. In history, Pazuzu would have been the one protecting that little girl. If an ancient Assyrian watched that movie, they would be screaming at the screen, confused why the ultimate bodyguard was attacking the kid he was supposed to save. It really makes you wonder about the things we call evil today. We look at these fierce, ugly, scary images and assume they are bad. But for thousands of years, that ugly face was the only thing allowing a terrified mother to close her eyes and get some sleep. So, here is the question that keeps me up at night. If you were back there, living in a mud brick house in 700 BC, surrounded by darkness and high infant mortality, would you trust the nice, distant gods? Or would you invite the monster into your bedroom to keep you safe?